My name is Jessica Miller, and I will be applying for the Social Studies High School position at Byron Center High School. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I want to be a teacher, and then what experience have led me to become an effective teacher, as well as why you should hire me at Byron Center. I want to be a teacher because I genuinely love people. I love learning about how the human experience has shaped our society today, and I love learning about students and what makes them who they are. I decided to become a teacher when I took a history class my freshman year. I came in as an undecided freshman. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I took one history class, and it was an American history class, little course level 100 or something like that. And I loved the course because it genuinely just talked about what the average Joe was doing during these big historical events. So not only were we talking about Sam Adams, but we were talking about the average person and how they affected society and history. And it started getting me thinking about how I might be affecting society and history, and the ways that my students will be affecting society and history, and just how the average person does. And it was this that really ignited my passion for history and how and why people do what they do. I wanted to really get some experience in a classroom, so I actually started tutoring at Hudsonville High School. I worked with at-risk students in their math class, and these students really ignited my passion for students. I loved getting to know them. I loved seeing that gear just tick in their head when they finally understood something and they finally realized that they did know the answers, and this foreign concept that was once so hard for them finally made sense. And so it was there at Hudsonville that I really found that I can and want to work with students, and that I was able to and had the patience to do so. I think that I've had a lot of experience that will make me an effective teacher, and I know I have so much more to learn, but working in a 6th grade classroom at Westwood Middle School in Grand Rapids Public taught me a lot about classroom management and the kind of teacher and presence I want to be in the classroom. I know that there are times when I will need to be up front and in the center of the classroom, but I also know that there's so much more that students can do on their own and teaching each other in the group work and activities. So it's there that I want my students to do a lot of that self-discovery and that group work and really getting to know each other too. I think that Westwood also helped me realize even more that I have the patience to do this career, to really help students and to be an effective teacher. It takes a lot of patience, and I really learned that I do have that, and that I just genuinely want to help these students understand how social studies can improve their lives and how it can help them see something different that they maybe didn't understand before. I then taught at Rockford High School for my student teaching position, and it was there that I really needed to relate the content for my students. I was working with 10th graders, and they couldn't see why something was important, or why we had to study history or learn it, or what made history important. So I really worked hard to make it relevant to them, and I think I succeeded in a lot of instances. They were engaged, they were engaged in discussions, and they really asked a lot of questions. And not every day, but I worked hard to make it relevant, and I want to continue to do so, and I gained a lot of skills in finding the relevance in our society that can relate to these historical or governmental or economic issues that arise in a social studies curriculum. I think that even working in my field of managing and serving has taught me a lot of communicative skills. I understand how to talk to a parent or someone that is what I would consider an adult, or somebody who is unhappy with the situation. I learned how to talk to someone appropriately and communicate in a positive way, and not just with my students but with adults. And this has really given me a lot of knowledge about the best ways to communicate different things outside of school. I think Byron Center should hire me because I'm excited about being collaborative in a community full of other social studies teachers who are interested in preparing our students for success and preparing them for a global society. I think that Byron Center has a wonderful mission statement that they want to open doors for students tomorrow by teaching them today. And I think that that is exactly what social studies can do, and I think I can help in doing that by making these lessons relevant for our students. I am so willing to learn. I love learning. It's one of the reasons I want to be a teacher. I think learning is the best thing we can do in our society to improve it. And because of this, I want to continue to perfect and work on my craft as well as my content. And I think that Byron Center and the collaborative team that you guys have been building there can really help me do so. I hope that I can work with my fellow teachers in the department to encourage and continue to build a solid and rigorous curriculum for our students. I think you should hire me because I care about my job. I care about my students, and I love history. I genuinely want to make a difference, and I believe I can. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video.